Hey there, traveler. Have you ever wanted some tips on how to actually ship hunt in No Man's Sky? Pull out a notepad. I'm about to give you a couple pointers. This is JC Asteria. Now, I know there's a lot of people that are starting to get the game, me included. I've probably been playing this game for about 4 months. It had a bad launch, but now this game is by far my favorite game I've ever played. I got into ship hunting a while back, and now I'm the moderator for the Reddit Coordinate Exchange. I've gathered some tips, some strategies from some really well-known people. Chad Bedauer, absolute god. He runs the Facebook catalog. And then, of course, the infamous Kurgan SPK. He was the 2018 Member of the Year for the Coordinate Exchange. And these are just what we do. This is our strategy. We like to get in, get out, effectively, efficiently, know all the ships in the system, and then move on. So I myself, I like to hang out within like 100,000 light years of the core. So see right here, I'm kind of in that area. For those of you that are new, the big light ball in the center of your galaxy there, that's the core. So you don't necessarily have to follow the direct path that it gives you. You can just go straight towards the ball. So that being said, if you've never made your way to the core, while you're doing this, go ahead and head in that direction. So what are we looking for? We're looking for tier 3 economies. This is huge. The reason we like to look for the tier 3 economies is that's going to give us a 2% chance of finding an S-class ship in that system. Let me tell you, nothing is worse than finding your dream ship, but it's in a tier 2 or tier 1 economy, making it either a 1% chance or absolutely impossible. The other thing we need to think about is what kind of ships are going to be in a system. Now, every single system has a baseline. That's going to be 7 shuttles, 3 explorers, 3 haulers, 3 fighters, and 1 exotic. But that's only your baseline. There's actually more to this. If you go to a system with a particular type of life form, you can increase your numbers. So if I go to a Korvax system, I'm going to find a total of 7 explorers. If I go to a Gex system, I'm going to find 7 haulers. And if I go to a Viking system, I'm going to find 7 fighters. That's the key to ship hunting, is knowing how many ships are going to be in a system and then performing a count when you get into that system. So that being said, I'm going to go into a quick side note. If you see here, I'm on the particular screen that shows the color aura of the space area around me. For example, you'll see like purple or blue right here, some pinks, reds. This doesn't always correlate, but a couple of us have created a theory that if you want to find a particular color scheme, you need to head into that color space aura. So if I'm looking for an orange ship, I'm going to jump into an orange space aura. Now, if your screen does not look like this, it's because you have some sort of filter active. I mean, we've got the conflict, scanner, life form. These are important, but not necessarily what I'm talking about. So for an example, let's say I'm trying to find a green or yellow ship. Just side note, we currently have like a green and yellow event on the subreddit. Feel free to join. I'm going to head to like a green aura. And then I'm going to go back and use that life form filter. Now we got red for Viking, blue for Korvax, and then yellow for Gek. So I'm checking out these red dots here, and I'm trying to find a economy that's in a tier 3 wealth class. This is all completely random, by the way. Let me remind you that there's no set strategy here. People have their own opinions, but honestly, it's pretty RNG. So I found this opulent system. It's Viking. I'm expecting to see maybe 1 green or yellow fighter. That's what I'm going for. A bunch of people that ship hunt are going to tell you you've got maybe 1 out of 10 systems with a ship that is worth posting. So let's go ahead and go and see what we can find. The very first thing that I do when I get in is go ahead and use my economy scanner, and I'm going to scan for the trading post. Now, the reason I do this is whenever I'm coming out of the space station, I already know directly where to go. Adding on another quick side note, you'll see here that the space station itself is made up of a few colors. We have red, blue, and what looks like a yellowish orange. If you're looking for freighters in particular, guaranteed one of these 3 colors is going to be on a system freighter or all of the system freighters in this system. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to find one that's red and blue or blue and yellow. Just one of these colors guaranteed is going to be on that system freighter. So if you're looking for freighters in particular, keep that in mind.
First thing I do at the space station is I let the ships roll in right away. This is not going to be the scripted quote-unquote first wave. This is a random grouping, so I go ahead and I take a look at what's coming in. Side note, if you look at my screen in the center, you'll see that this space station is about 999 units long. So it is going to take longer for ships to come in. There are actually smaller stations that are about 300. Typically I come in, and while I'm waiting on this first random wave, I will check this cabinet, see if I have an S-class. No, this is an A-class cabinet. And then if I'm running low on like nav data, I'll come grab one of these guys. Sometimes you don't get nav data, you'll get like nanite clusters, but it's a good way to make sure you never run out. Woo! We actually have some pretty good stuff going on already. See? Have this yellow T3 Viper. I'm gonna remember the name. That's something that Chad taught me. That way you can scan quickly. And I've got another Nemesis of Melody. That's a good name. And a little hover shuttle. This is nice. So this is actually already starting to be a pretty promising system. Remember how I mentioned green? Look, there we got some green on this ship. Could be coincidental, who knows. I'm going to hop in and then just make sure I get that save point because I did pick up that nav data. And then I'm going to reload my autosave so I can see the scripted first wave. Alright, we've reloaded. Now we're just going to wait on the scripted first wave. Might take a little bit. And the more you do this, right, you go in, you scan, you zoom in a little bit, you can kind of already get an idea of what you're going to be looking at from a distance. And that's probably the key thing I can say about paying attention to what you're looking for, because if you have specific wing types, specific anything, you'll be able to spot it from a hell of a distance. Alright, so once your first 4 scripted wave ships come in, what I do is I fly out and I immediately turn around. And then I kind of zoom in a little bit, and then I hover over the photo screen and look, there's our scripted 5th wave ship. A lot of people don't know this, but this is going to be the same ship every time. So just future reference, don't pay attention to the first 4 ships that come in. There's actually 5 to pay attention to. Just for shits and giggles, I did make the comment about these either being red, blue, or yellow. You'll see we definitely have some blue there that is the same shade of blue that is on the space station. Keep that in mind if you're looking for system freighters. Not a lot of people are. We're here for ships, but anyway. Then I'm going to head towards that trading post. This is going to sound kind of like a dumb obvious one, but if you're wanting to hit systems quicker, learn how to land quicker. I literally go balls to the wall into these trading posts. You don't have to slow down or anything, just make sure you land. First things first, as soon as I hop out, I literally go straight to the top of the trading post, whatever the highest point on it is. That way I have vantage points all around. Throw up my beacon, I hop on top, it's just out of habit, and then I give it a good save. Take a look at what's coming in. We got a double spawn on the T3 Viper. Now remember, we also had a T3 Melody something jet fighter, and now I'm going to start paying attention to all the fighters in the system, because that's what I specifically came for, right? Was some form of green or yellow fighter. So I already know there's two T3s. We did see that one like Alpha Nose type 5th waiver that came in, or 1st waiver, 5th ship. And now I'm taking a look at everything else we got. So we're already at 4. This is something different. This looks like a droid Viper type ship coming in. You can recognize the dorsal. So there's that Alpha Nose fighter that I saw the first time. All we're really going to do from this point is continuously... Ooh, Raza. I missed it. I missed it. Oh boy. This is very close to the OG Raza. If this did not have this frickin' dorsal wing right here, that would be one of the ships I've been looking for a while. Square engine, these wings, red. But the fuselage would need to be red too to be OG. So, GG. So we're already at 5 ships, 5 fighters. So, not looking good, right? I'm just going to automatically reload my manual save and see what comes up. We're only looking for 2 more potential fighters that can spawn here. So when you reload, good thing to do is get an idea of where the ships are actually spawning from. You'll turn around, you'll look straight there every time. So look, here we go. There's number 6 already. Got some shuttles. There's the Raza that we saw. Taking a look. That's the Nemesis and Melody spawning in 830, 812. That original yellow ship. Since I have not seen the coloring on... Where is it? This guy. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? On this one, I'm just going to fly out there and take a quick look because I'm impatient. So, ship. Alright. Looks like we've got a blue with red. I don't know, just something to do. You really don't want to wait on a ship. I honestly am that impatient. Here we go, our 7th and final ship. But that's honestly the quickest way to do this, is just start counting your ships, remember the names, know what you're looking for, look at it from a distance, and then once you get that number, as soon as you get to 7, time to move on. There's nothing else there for you.
Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I know I switched mics a couple times and was tired through a good portion of it, but hopefully you learned something. If you didn't, I'm sorry, but feel free to teach me stuff too. I mean, you guys are welcome to tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Alright, appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.